to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Blues and the Columbus Caps. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. On the set. 59 Mike. Check, 59. We own it. We own it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, exit. Mike part 9. I got one. Kill. Hey. Watch it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Mike's 59. Stop, yo. 61. Matchbox lights. 59.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Tighten up. Go. Yep. Check. 59. Watch the screen. Be grip.
On 2nd down now, McFarland, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Go. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here's Mack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 90, Wolf. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check it backer, check it backer. That's the way. Protein spill. That's the way.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Like 22, hey, orbit. Here we go, watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's checking, he's down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Go. Tight dog. Shrikhan, 132 fighter. Look, squeeze. Look at me. Zip. Ready?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Blues nothing.
On the ready. General West. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 2.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The outlaw. Hey, rock it. Go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ronnie, 51. Let's go. 6 guys. Hey, high 7. Sleep grip.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Jones. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 38 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
First down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Now.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Allen will try again on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He finds his man Johnson. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, set. 60 out now. 65, 65. 60. Go. 22, Mike 22. Now. Switch up. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
First down and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Yes.
Now a run with Cook. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. From the 29, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds. There.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The kick by Marr is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A give, running right is Mack. But he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Mack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a carry for Mack. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check. Hey, watch 12.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
I got one. He's coming. Double up.
Rock it.
Chance.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Banagoo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ben Banagoo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Haywood.
Max 22, Max 20.
Pilot, 64, weak.
It's our time.
Allen going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, 95 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Max 20, Blues 7.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
You.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Ready. 60 on. Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score Max 20, Blues 7.
know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now.
How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Took me so long getting back.